Welcome to Slow News Day with Kevin and Clark. I'm Kevin Clark. I got a haircut. The haters are sick. The haters didn't want me to get a haircut.
We've been waiting 4 years for this moment.
I laid minus 3,300 on Biden just to win California.
What's the return on that?
Hypothetically, just making up numbers,
Yeah.
I risked just under 17,000 to win $500. Just making up random numbers. That's the exact amount.
Okay. Nick Wright, co-host of First Things First, and now has broken the record held by Jeff Fisher for most times leaving the Zoom and coming back in. Technology problems, buddy?
Fisher and I are the two people who have screwed it up, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, hell of a coincidence that the two people you've had on with better facial hair than you sabotaged their Zoom. By the way, in seriousness, let's quit screwing around here. I liked the mustache.
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow thing you got going, even better.
So you're a Patrick Mahomes stan. Would you say you're a stan for Patrick Mahomes?
Truth teller.
Are you worried that the Steelers are coming for him? They don't play this regular season. They're undefeated. Are you worried if you're Nick Wright, or you're Patrick Mahomes watching this front seven, watching this almost complete team playing in the AFC right now?
We all know who the very best team in football is, so we have to spend time talking about who the second best team is, and that's the Steelers. It's the same exact position we've been in the last decade in the NBA. We all know who the best player is, so we just argue and debate about who the second best player is. And by the way, that's me getting LeBron and Mahomes into the same first answer. I do think that Pittsburgh's got a great chance to go. Is 15-1 outrageous at this point with what they have on their schedule the rest of the way?
No, really easy schedule. They might lose on Thanksgiving to the Ravens, but again, they don't play the Chiefs. It's not the Chiefs have a first place schedule, okay? And they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a toss-up game there. So I think that you're looking at the number one seed in the AFC. It just comes down to whether or not that matters. It didn't matter last year for the Chiefs because nothing matters. Nothing matters with the Chiefs except having Patrick Mahomes. Are you worried that Adam Gase is not going to consent to a peaceful transfer of power? He's just going to stay? He's going to say this is illegitimate?
That's one of the funniest questions I've ever been asked.
Let's stay on this bad team thing here for a second. You're in television. You know people who work in television. Many of them. Executives. What can we do to get the NFC East off our televisions?
Oh, God. I don't know what we do in this spot. I know that last night we got the closest thing we've gotten since the Nathan Peterman experiment to see what it would be like if they pulled someone out of the stands and was like, go try to play quarterback.
A contest winner.
To see that.
A literal contest winner.
And you got to see DiNucci.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
I didn't see that coming. That was very good.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson. There's this narrative now. He can't get past it, which is that he can't beat really good teams. Where are you on this narrative that Lamar Jackson cannot win the big game? Is it warranted? Is it real? Okay. And what happens going forward?
I have a lot of thoughts on this. First one is this. Pre-draft narrative around Lamar Jackson was so toxic and in some places so obviously racist that people who believed in him but also just don't want to be on that side of history have become overprotective of him almost in a patronizing way. Some folks don't want to acknowledge to me what is pretty obvious, which is his 6 worst games of his career. The 2 playoff games, the 2 games he's played against Pittsburgh, and the 2 games he's played against Kansas City. That's the last 2 games he's played against Kansas City. First time he played Kansas City, he wasn't bad. That's concerning. From the playoff game against the Chargers to right now, he's played 24 games, okay? He is 17-1 with 52 touchdowns to 7 turnovers against everyone else, and 1-5 with 13 turnovers against Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and the playoff games. Right now, he's Giannis. He is Giannis, which is there is no player in the league you would rather have against above average and worse opponents. No player in the league you'd rather have when your team has a lead and things are going well. But against the best, or when things are going poorly, there might be a number of guys you'd rather have. It doesn't mean it's not fixable. I think they're in a rough spot. Can I ask you a fun question?
Sure.
But you brought up the Jets. The Jets have the number 1 pick, right?
Yeah.
If the Jets said the number 1 pick for Lamar,
Oh my God.
would Baltimore do it? Are
we putting this out into the world?
This is what I call a soft launch. I am going to kind of take the temperature of this take and then maybe potentially just kind of like blast it over the airwaves. That might happen.
Have you ever played bridge in your life?
I've never played bridge, but I feel like I should because I've got to widen my gambling repertoire. I have a lot of futures bets on this election. I'm telling you that much.
Are you going state by state or what?
You know, we've got a few popular vote futures. We've got some electoral college futures. We've got some states parlayed. I laid minus 3,300 on Biden just to win California. If somehow he doesn't win, I'm totally insolvent, but I feel confident in that bet.
Okay. So I don't want to get specifically, I don't want to get in the wager here. What's the return on that?
Hypothetically, just making up numbers.
Yeah.
I risked just under 17,000 to win $500. Just making up random numbers.
Yeah.
That's the exact amount.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, you think that's a bad bet?
I don't think it's a bad bet. I don't think it's a bad bet.
Right now,
I don't think it's a bad bet. What are you going to do with your $500?
Bet it on football. God, I am a pro.
When's your birthday, Nick?
I'm a Libra. I'm October 3rd. You text me to come on this thing. Miss my birthday, though.
All right. You have something important to contribute, and the general public will be receptive to it. Well, that's certainly not about this show.
Oh, you know what it's about?
I know what it's
Load up
about.
on Biden to win California minus 3,300.
That's not what I was going to say. Club Kevin, who crushed it this week?
Oh, there's
Nick Wright.
more. I was going to say Mookie Betts, just because he got the World Series. And I feel like that's great. And I'm going to be honest with you. I root for Cam, but I don't root for the Patriots. The level of Boston sports pain that we've gotten over the last 6 months has been delightful. And Mookie Betts winning a World Series is really a little cherry on top.
Is Boston ready for a bad run here?
I don't know if they are, but I'm ready for it. You want another soft launch of a take?
I do. Yes,
Brad
absolutely.
Stevens. Is he even going to be a top 5 coach in the Eastern Conference next year?
Nick Wright.
Let it simmer. I'll talk to you later, Kevin Clark.
Nick Wright. Thanks, buddy.